Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back with another episode of the Patchnotes and a Ministry of Balance article. So, you guys know the deal. I bring you guys the Patchnotes and the balance articles in their entirety so that you guys don't have to read them yourselves. Obviously you can if you still want to, but you don't have to. But I digress. Let's get this party started because there's a lot to go over. Maintenance times for Xbox, PlayStation, iOS, and Android will be May 19th from 2 to 5:30 a.m. Central Time, 7 to 10:30 a.m. UTC across all platforms. Okay? Update size for the Xbox One S and X and the Xbox Series S and X, 4,700 megabytes. For the PlayStation 4, 4,740 megabytes. For the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro, 727 megabytes. For iOS and Android, it'll be an 1,160 megabyte download, plus a 1,750 megabyte download once you get into the game. Alright. May update, the Cat and the Eagle. We have the Eagle of the North Sea campaign. We have the Retrofuturism event, the Battle of Jutland event, and the Hunt for Bismarck event. Captains, are you excited for the new update? We've prepared a new 6-week campaign featuring German legendary tier battleship Preußen. I am assuming that's how it's pronounced. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's Preußen. But let me know if I'm wrong for all you German folks out there. Along with a mix of historical and fictional events. And don't miss the superstar of the seas, Unsinkable Sam, aka the little kitty cat, if you guys didn't know. The legendary cat who survived the sinking of 3 warships and who can now accompany you in battle. As a commander, guys. But first, here's our traditional gift. Redeem the code 41MS1EVWTG at wowslegends.com/code-redeemer to receive 1 Spring Big Crate, 10 Sci-Fi Space Camos, and 10 Common Ship XP boosters. A quick rundown of what's new in this update. A new campaign ship featuring German legendary tier battleship Preußen. Second stage of the Hindenburg Marathon. Retrofuturism event with new ships, skins, commander guises, and a calendar. Battle of Jutland event with new ships, Moltke, Indefatigable. Boy, y'all are throwing them at me. And Leipzig. Is it Leipzig or Leip? I think it's Leip. Could be wrong. The Hunt for Bismarck event with a free Unsinkable Sam commander guise and more. New Brawl and Fleet Cup seasons. Warhammer 40k is back. D-Day content returns to the store. Legends coming to Steam. So if you guys are on PC and you've been wanting to play World of Warships Legends yourselves, guess what? You can now download it on Steam. It will be launching in closed beta soon. Improvements to fighter and defensive AA fire consumables. Ship balance changes. Various improvements and bug fixes. Eagle of the North Sea campaign. As always, our new campaign features a lot of exciting rewards, including German legendary tier battleship Preußen. I'm going to say it wrong in the entire episode, so bear with me. This ship boasts some of the largest caliber guns in the game. Very good accuracy for a battleship and tough armor protection. For those of you who don't know, pretty sure Preußen was the replacement for the GK on PC. So the GK was removed from PC because it was deemed too effective because it was a brawling battleship and it was really good at it. But I'm pretty sure it was deemed too effective, so they pulled it from the game. They brought this thing in. Basically, this thing has 457mm guns, and it's still a GK hull. I don't remember if it gets any better things, but I think it also gets torpedoes, but we'll find out in a moment. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. I'm pretty sure this is what they replaced the GK with on the PC version of the game. But complete all 120 milestones over 6 weeks starting from May 19th with an active Admiralty backing. Don't worry if you miss any challenges, the catch-up mechanic is always available. Check out the full list of campaign rewards with and without Admiralty backing below. So, without Admiralty backing, you get all of this, totaling a total of 14,731 doubloons worth of stuff. Okay? With Admiralty backing, you get all of that, but you also get all of this, including, if you finish the campaign, the German Legendary Tier Battleship Preußen. And with the Admiralty backing, it is a total of 81,370 doubloons worth of stuff. Okay? But you also have the Hindenburg Marathon Stage 2. The marathon rolls on, so you can continue the race for German Legendary Tier Cruiser Hindenburg. During the second stage of the marathon, which lasts from May 19th through June 30th, you can find ship parts via the following sources. Eagle of the North Sea campaign, 1,500 ship parts without the Admiralty backing and an additional 2,500 ship parts with the Admiralty backing. Path of Progress calendar, 1,500 ship parts. Weekly assignments, up to 3,000 ship parts in total. Retrofuturism box and select bundles from Retrofuturism shelf, up to 9,500 ship parts in total as a free additional bonus to the new Retrofuturism theme content. You'll typically be able to obtain Hindenburg in July. However, if you already collected a decent quantity of ship parts during the previous update, you can now finish the marathon even earlier during this update. Just complete as many activities as possible and increase your supply of ship parts via the store, where they are available as a bonus for purchasing certain items. If you're among the lucky ones to receive Hindenburg, here's a build that you can try out for Gunther Luchens with, looks like, pretty standard aiming systems, propulsion mod, concealment mod, main battery mod, Gunichi Makawa, Francesco Membelli. Is this just my build? Like, I'm pretty sure this was just my build that I used, right? Like, this is just a straight up free-to-play build. I don't remember what I used, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty close. Anyway, I think I may have swapped. I don't know. Did I swap? I probably didn't swap propulsion mod off of a cruiser, but you never know. Alright, Retrofuturism event and the Path of Progress calendar. Also, I kind of like this old school style like art. I'll be real honest, it looks good. Personally, don't really care. Some of the space skins are okay, but these look kind of meh to me. I'll be honest, just from looking at them here, they don't look all that great. But anyway, catch the wave of progress and a touch of nostalgia with new retro-futuristic ships, Meteor and Scarlet Thunder. Scarlet Thunder is a great name. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds awesome. Special commander guises and themed skins for Preußen. The Karl the 14th, Johann, and Zieten. You can... How many skins does Zieten have now? Didn't we... Oh, wait, Zieten just got a new reskin recently that was a premium ship, the Madness, didn't it? Alright, it wasn't its own little skin. Anyway, you can find the new content in the store and Retrofuturism boxes, 2 of which are available via the main campaign, and 1 more via the new calendar. Some of the themed items come in a bundle with bonus ship parts for the Hindenburg Marathon. We'll reveal more details on the Retrofuturism event in a dedicated article coming out very soon. Also, the new themed calendar named Path of Progress starts on May 19th. Complete the daily tasks over 4 weeks to unlock a new commander guise, Dr. von Roth, a brilliant and eccentric scientist. You can recover 4 missed days for free. Battle of Jutland. From May 19th, join us in commemorating the Battle of Jutland, the largest naval battle of World War I. Check out the Battle of Jutland crate for a chance to get new ships, German cruiser Leipzig, German battleship Moltke, and British battleship Indefatigable. You can also receive new skins for Agincourt, forget how it's done, König Albert, and Leipzig. Permanent camo for the Tiger 59, and more themed content. 1 Battle of Jutland crate will be available for free through the main campaign, and 3 free crates will be available or obtainable via the Remembering Jutland mission. You can also find all the content, including new ships, in the store. Plus, you'll get a 10% discount for British and German premium ships, as well as various discounts on select Tech Tree ships. You'll find all the details in the dedicated article coming on Monday. The Hunt for the Bismarck. Let's remember the legendary Hunt for Bismarck that took place in 1941, from May 26th through June 30th. Visit the store to claim a free bundle holding a special mission, Bismarck's Last Stand. It rewards the new guys for British and German commanders Unsinkable Sam, a cat who survived the sinking of 3 ships, including Bismarck herself. Unsinkable Sam has his unique cat-like voiceover and provides a daily bonus, plus 50% to credit earnings when you get 2 caused flooding ribbons. This guy's also features yellow shell tracers, a silver signal flare for horn sounding, and red, yellow, blue fireworks for activating legendary skills. The store will also feature the ships that participated in Bismarck's final battle, along with several themed skins. Plus, from May 26th through June 2nd, enjoy a 50% discount on Bismarck. Brawl Seasons 27 through 29. In the upcoming update, dive into 3 new Brawl seasons, each featuring 3v3 battles with Tier 5 battleships, Tier 7 cruisers, and Tier 8 battleships, depending on the season. As always, expect tweaks to the game mechanics and variety of rewards, including crates and credits. Fleet Cup Season 4. The Fleet Cup is back for its 4th season. Team up in a fleet division and compete in 5v5 single elimination tournament exclusively for legendary tier ships. Earn rewards like steel, credits, exclusive camos, commander progression items, and a themed patch base, as well as the new Fleet Cup 4 champion flag and patch symbol. The tournament will take place every Saturday and Sunday throughout the update, beginning May 24th. Warhammer 40k is back. The Warhammer 40k Legends collaboration returns to the store starting June 2nd. Explore the warring factions of the far future and power up your forces with inspired commanders, ships, crates, and more in-game items. Plus, 1 themed crate is available for free through a special mission. Now, for those of you who don't know, Warhammer 40k is where you get the busted commander that everybody loves to talk about, Arthas the Cold. So if you guys are ever looking to get Arthas the Cold and you've missed him in the past, you weren't here, or you just didn't get him in the past, this is your chance to get Arthas the Cold and have that little bit of fun using the catapult fighters to boost your damage output by 20%. So keep that in mind. Okay? All right. Commemorating D-Day. From June 2nd, honor the 81st anniversary of D-Day with historical ships in the store, including Haida, and a special camouflage featuring a sunk ship's counter. Okay, so it's a frag camo. Just a weird way to put it. Plus, Texas, Belfast, and Bliskovica. It's the Polish Lightning. D-Day collection crates also return. Obtain them in the store to collect all the cards and get French battleship Corbeil 1944. Remembering the Battle of Midway. June 6th through the 9th, claim a free Battle of Midway bundle in the store to receive a commemorative flag and unlock the Waves of Midway mission. Complete the mission by June 16th to receive 12 red, white, and blue camos, 12 Imperial Japanese camos, 5 various patch symbols, and 1 Summer Big Crate. Legends is coming to Steam. We have great news. World of Warships Legends is coming to Steam. If you want to be among the first to play the game on this platform, join the closed beta testing, which will take place from May 23rd to May 26th. You can find more details on our Steam page and in a dedicated article. Codex update. We continue to update our codex with new articles. This time you'll learn more in-depth information about various battle types, concealment, consumables, armament, and ricochet mechanics. Sounds like we're getting some good information. Interesting. Improvements to fighter and defensive AA fire. Well, this sounds like something everybody would love. We've boosted the performance of our fighter and defensive AA fire consumables to make them more effective in the battle. You don't say. The update includes unlimited fighter attacks, increased speed and patrol radius, extra charges for defensive AA fire, and more. To keep things balanced, we've also reduced the active time of both consumables. You can find all the details in our latest Ministry of Balance article. Alright, so they reduced the amount of time that your fighter plane is active, which is also going to negatively impact the Arthas the Cult thing that we just talked about. Now, it doesn't say how much, but we'll go over that later, apparently. But yeah, just something to think about. Ship balance changes. You can find all the details in the Ministry of Balance article. Here's a brief overview of what's coming. Balance changes to several ships, including the Carno, the Tiger 59, the Marco Polo, the Centurion, the Koenig Albert, the Ignis Purgatio, and Azilain Formidable. Armor updates to the Gascon, the Bourgogne, the Jean Bart, the Le Foudre, the Richelieu, the Alsace, the Kaiser, the Koenig, and the Koenig Albert. All platforms. Fixed a bug that prevented players from interacting with the map in the in-battle menu to ping certain sectors and from using autopilot for aircraft carriers before reaching a certain account level. Removed the complexity tab from the tech tree descriptions. When another player destroys you in battle, you'll now see a pop-up showing that player's ship, assigned commander, or applied guise, and the fleet they belong to. Okay, so now you get to know if I kill you in battle. Ha! And if I get to know if you killed me in battle. Alright, anyway. You can now see the ship and commander of each player participating in a battle by selecting them in the player list and holding X on PlayStation, A on Xbox, or by tapping the player's name on mobile. Available during battle and on the post-battle screen. The ship skin and commander guides are also displayed if used. Return a special sandbox matchmaking system for standard battles at account levels 8 to 10 when playing tier 1 through 4. Both teams will mostly consist of bots with only a few real players. This helps beginner players master the game in a less intense environment. Starting from account level 11, players will be matched with others in the usual way. Fixed an issue where commanders' names did not fit on the commander preview cards. Now, the short version of the name is displayed on the preview instead. Fixed a visual bug affecting Independence, Enterprise, and Lexington, where the SB-2C Helldiver's landing gear did not retract after leaving the carrier's deck. And with that, it's time to head over to the Ministry of Balance. So I will see you guys in just a second. Boop. Double check, make sure this is working. It is perfect. It has been several months since we made this many balance changes in a single update. Here's our epic comeback, featuring a wave of buffs and tweaks for fighter, defensive AA, fire, and various ships. The changes to fighters and defensive AA. With this update, we're improving the performance of the fighter and defensive AA fire consumables to make them more effective in battle. At the same time, we've reduced the active duration of both consumables to prevent them from becoming too powerful against aircraft. The number of attacks is now unlimited. They will return to patrolling after attacking or continue chasing and attacking until all fighters are destroyed or the consumable duration expires. The patrol radius has been increased by 2 kilometers. The duration of automatic or classic fighters chasing a target has been reduced from 40 to 25 seconds. This change allows them to engage multiple times and prevents them from getting stuck on a single group of planes. The speed of all fighters has been increased by approximately 55%, but not exceeding 270 knots. The lower a fighter's initial speed was, the greater the speed boost it received. Some of the slowest saw increases of up to 100%. The consumable duration for most variants has been reduced. For classic non-carrier fighters, it was decreased by 30 to 35 seconds. For aircraft carrier automatic fighters, the duration was reduced from 10 to 2.5 minutes. Wait, what? It was reduced from 10 to 2.5 minutes. Am I reading? Did they had a duration of 10 minutes that they would hang around? That doesn't sound right. I could be wrong. I don't play carriers a lot. A special icon will now appear when you are controlling your planes in a zone with enemy fighters. An orange icon, yes, please give the carriers more help in trying to avoid our stuff that you're trying to buff. It makes perfect sense, Wargaming. Well done. Definitely give the people, because, we know that carrier players are masters of spatial awareness, right? We know that they are constantly aware of everything that's going on around them at all times while they're just sitting at the back of the map doing absolutely nothing, and they still get run over because they don't pay attention. So because of that, we definitely need to make sure that a big old warning pops up. Fighters are nearby! Run away! Save yourself! It's not like they would notice anyway. Anyway, while a red eye... okay, so... with enemy fighters, an orange icon indicates that patrolling fighters are present in your area, while a red icon means they are about to attack you. Fighters can now attack even before entering the patrol radius. Defensive AA Fire. The Defensive AA Fire consumable now has at least one additional charge across all ships. Some ships received even greater buffs. The ZF-6 and Yubari now have 3 charges instead of 1, while Kansas and Minnesota now have 4 charges instead of 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kansas does not have a defensive AA. Right? Maybe it's one of the swappable ones. Maybe you can swap out the spotter plane for it. Because I don't remember there being a defensive AA on Kansas. Obviously, Minnesota and Vermont have it. But I don't remember Kansas ever having defensive AA. If it's something that you can swap in and out between consumables, that makes more sense. Because obviously I would keep my heals and my spotter plane and stuff like that rather than a defensive AA. But just something to think about. Because I don't remember ever seeing defensive AA on Kansas. But I could be wrong. Cooldown time has been reduced by up to 140 seconds for ships with 3 charges and up to 120 seconds for those with 4 charges, a reduction of approximately 40 to 60 seconds in each case. The consumable duration has been reduced to 25 seconds for all ships except Nicholas and Charles Hughes, which have a duration of 20 seconds. Alright, changes to ships. The Azilain Formidable has been experiencing trouble with AP penetration and striking power of her bombers, so we're improving them in several areas. AP dive bomber damage increased from 4,000 to 4,200. AP bomb penetration multiplier increased by 30%. AP dive bomber dispersion has been improved. Skip bomber damage increased from 8,500 to 9,000. And skip bomber fire chance increased from 30 to 32%. Carno. This French cruiser is armed with multiple secondary guns, and we decided to buff them, making Carno a stronger and more desirable choice in battle. Secondary battery maximum range increased from 6 to 7 kilometers. Secondary battery HE shell penetration increased from 17 to 25 millimeters for 100 millimeter guns and from 23 to 35 for her 139 millimeter guns. Secondary battery dispersion improved by 32.5%. Added the enhanced secondary targeting consumable to the 4th slot, now giving you a choice between it, engine boost, catapult fighter, and observation seaplane. The powerful AA defenses ship trait has been replaced with secondary reach. This doesn't affect actual ship's performance, just a descriptor. Tiger 59. Tiger has a great ability to control key areas, but she can barely resist any ship that pushes her. We're giving her better chances by improving the accuracy of her main guns to match that of German alternative destroyers like Z-31 and Elbing. Main battery dispersion improved by 49.5%. Sounds like a lot, but honestly, when you're talking about a cruiser getting like destroyer accuracy, there's not a huge jump in accuracy between the two. Sounds crazy when you hear a 50% increase in accuracy, but yeah, if you're good with your guns, probably not going to notice a whole lot. Anyway, Marco Polo. This Italian battleship will definitely benefit from improved SAP shells, making her more enjoyable in battle. SAP shell alpha damage increased from 14,100 to 14,500. SAP gun reload time reduced from 33 to 31 seconds. Detectability range by sea while firing in smoke reduced from 15.13 to 11.35. Now we're starting to get into Columbo territory. Not quite, but getting there. The big gun ship trait has been replaced with sure shot. This doesn't affect the actual ship's performance. Again, it's just a descriptor. And of course, the Centurion got the same buffs as the Marco Polo because they're essentially the same ship. Koenig Albert. This ship falls behind her peers in several areas, so to improve her gameplay and add a unique quality, we're significantly buffing her secondary battery guns and improving her main battery artillery. Beware, she's going to have one of the strongest secondary batteries at her tier. Secondary battery maximum range increased from 3.5 to 5.5 kilometers. That's the base range, by the way, meaning she's going to have a reach out to 8 kilometers, 7.5 to 8 kilometers, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's pretty good for low tiers. Secondary battery dispersion improved by 22.5%. Main battery maximum range increased from 12.99 to 13.64 kilometers. Main battery reload time reduced from 30 to 28 seconds. Added the secondary reach trait, again, just a descriptor, so not going to make a big difference, or it's not going to make any difference, it's just a descriptor. Ignis Purgatio. Ignis Purgatio was slightly underperforming as an HE spammer, so we decided to buff her main gun's DPM. Main battery reload time reduced from 28 to 26 seconds. Napoli B. In case you missed it, during the middle of last update, Napoli B received the same buff to her secondary battery range as her original version. Secondary battery range increased from 5 to 6 kilometers. Gascon. The length of the barbette rings was increased to reach the citadel. The ship's barbette armor is now more realistic, narrowing near the gun. The bulge armor was buffed from 18 to 32 millimeters. This change may slightly improve the ship's performance. So you get a little bit of buff to armor. The other stuff really isn't going to make crazy changes to the ships. And they're doing that with a lot of these ships. I'm not going to go through all these changes. This is a lot of reading just to say that slight armor buffs on most of your French high-tier battleships, including Richelieu, La Foudre, Jean Bart, Bourgogne, Gascon, Alsace. And then, of course, Kaiser is removing the small gaps between the main guns. Doesn't affect the ship's performance. Koenig, same thing. Koenig Albert, all the same thing. Belfast is getting a descriptor change, so that's not going to affect the ship at all. Corbert, 1944, again, descriptor. Ark Royal, descriptor. Cross of Dorn, descriptor. So there's very few actual changes to the ships that are going to affect anything. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this. This happened last update, too. We didn't get a Ministry of Balance article, I don't think, last update, but we got a few changes, and it was all about the same ships that were about to be sold in the thing, getting buffs. They're not actually balancing anything. They're simply buffing ships that they're about to sell so that they can get a little bit more people to buy them. Now, let's just put it this way. I have been critical at times of Wargaming's decision-making, but I think rightfully so. I think somebody has to be out there to say it, and I'm not the only one that has said it. Mr. Metajerk has been out here talking about stuff that is considered quote-unquote scummy, as well as I have. And I know we're not the only ones either. There's several people that have been mentioning stuff like this going on, but I've got to bring it up. Like, this is the second update in a row that I can remember where they balance, quote unquote, a ship by buffing it because it's about to go into the store and they're going to be able to sell it. Now, to me, that seems a little bit underhanded. There are a lot of ships that could potentially need balancing in the game, whether your spreadsheets say it or not. You guys know the ones that we're talking about. Things like the Atlantico, the Plymouth, even Mines potentially, even though less so, because Mines has kind of been balanced by the proliferation of other ships at this point. But like Mines is another example of a ship that's pretty strong. Things like the Worcester and trying to think of some of the other ones as well. I mean, there's battleships as well. Like I said, Atlantico's the big one for the battleships that comes to mind. Most of the battleships are relatively well balanced. Even though a lot of people think Ohio is overcooked, I honestly don't think so. I think it's strong, but it's not overly cooked. But maybe I'm wrong. Could be slightly biased there, even though I don't play the Ohio as much as I play Montana. Personally, I prefer the Montana over Ohio, but that's just me. But anyway, what I'm saying is there are ships that need to be adjusted. You guys know it. I know it. Wargaming knows it. But instead, they spend their time adjusting ships that are about to go on sale, and I feel like this is a little bit underhanded. Let me know if you guys think the same. Maybe I'm just being picky. Okay, maybe if so, let me know down in the comments. I am open to criticism, as long as it's constructive, right? If we want to have an open dialogue, say I'm wrong down in the comments, let me have it. But at least back up your argument with like actual facts, and don't just come in and say, you're an idiot, because that's just not going to go anywhere, right? But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this update. And yeah, there's a lot coming. A lot of interesting things, kind of. We can also talk about the fact they're releasing another legendary ship as a campaign reward, which is just going to murder matchmaking again. But at this point, it can't get much worse, right? So let me know what you guys think. If you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.